G'day gang, Danny, how you going? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online, and there's Kratos. What's he doing here? We're in the High Isle, and this is possibly the final part of our Let's Play Elder Scrolls Online High Isle series. But we shall see. It might have to split into two. We'll see how we go. So let's start by going back to Mandrake Manor and having a chat with Lady Arabelle.
This isn't over yet, my friend. We determined that Count Damod is the Ascendant Magus, and we discovered his plan to attack Allflag's Islet. As you can see, I need your help, my friend. The Alliance leaders are in grave danger.
How can we protect the leaders from the Ascendant Order fleet?
I believe we can hold Allflag's castle with a few warriors. But if we need to fight our way past the Ascendant Order forces, we'll never reach the Alliance leaders in time. We require a ship the Ascendant Magus won't suspect.
Where do we get a ship like that?
Remember Damad's letter to the steward? The Ascendant Order ship, Nereid's Song. It's waiting for the steward in a hidden cove. We just need to commandeer it and sail to all flags like the rest of the ships in their fleet. Can I count on your help?
Sure, I'll help you steal a ship and sail to Allflag's Islet.
First, we must find the cove where the Nereid's Song is hidden. I have no idea what cove Damad's letter referred to, but Captain Colleen might. She and the other captains are down by the harbor. We'll need them all to crew the ship, I suspect.
Right. Well, let's get going. I've got Isabel with me. We might take Isabel on the first part and once we get to the islet, if we get to the islet, might pop out the old Ember. The old Ember, the young Ember. Let's go find Captain Colleen first.
Enough with the games. We should be out there doing something.
Ever hear the old proverb? Opportunity arrives while Khajiit takes nap.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does when Zaji's feet are tired.
Zaji, come on, buddy.
The Ascendant Order is not in Gonfalan Bay, and the Alliance leaders are safe. So, Zaji considers his work done. But Captain Colleen does not seem satisfied with Zaji's opinion. Perhaps you should talk to her, Five Claw.
Oh, we're not done yet there, buddy.
Good to see you, friend, but something is wrong. While you and Lady Arabelle were off, we scoured Gonfalan Bay for signs of the Ascendant Order, and we found nothing. Not even one of their damn pamphlets. They're up to something. I know it.
The Ascendant Order is sending warships to attack Allflag's Islet.
I knew it. That explains why we haven't been able to find any of their knights around Gonfalan Bay. The Ascendant Magus must have gathered all of his forces to participate in the attack. What do you need us to do?
We're looking for a ship, Nereid's Song. It's in a hidden cove somewhere along the western coast.
The best place to hide a vessel on that part of the island is Jury's Cove, north of the Navir docks. Let me guess. Nereid's Song is an Ascendant Order ship. You want to use it to slip past their fleet and rescue the Alliance leaders.
Good guess. Lady Arabelle also needs someone to crew the ship after we steal it.
Here, I'll mark the cove's location on your map. As for a crew, well, you're looking at your captain. As for the rest, I'll see who I can drum up.
One captain is good, but two is even better, yes?
Make that 3.
I can't ask you to join me in this.
You are not asking. Zaji is telling.
Looks like I've found a crew. Head to Jury's Cove, friend. We'll collect Lady Arabelle and meet you there.
To think, the captains of 3 warring factions working together to save their leaders from a common foe, the Ascendant Order. It gets me, right here. Or it could just be a hairball.
Alright. Okay, cool. So, we've got to get a boat so we can sail in there. Allflag's Islet. I guess we just want to surround it. Alright, so let's get over here for 73 gold, then we'll travel northwest slightly. Should be a fairly easy,
Let's go.
comfortable ride. Ah, here we go. Yeah, we'll stick with Isabel for this assault, actually. She's having a lot of fun. It's been a tough expansion because I've kind of leaned towards... Well, actually, I liked having both of them out, Isabel and Ember. It's almost to a point where it'd be nice to have both of them if you could sort of split the DPS if you had more than one companion out.
Oh, hello, dear. Captain Colleen was about to tell us her plan. Why don't you ask her how she wants to proceed?
The ship looks seaworthy. We just need to get past those Ascendant Order knights.
Always with the plans. I usually just wing it.
Looks like the Ascendant Order's almost done loading the ship. If we want to seize the Nereid Song, it's now or never.
What do you need me to do?
Cut the mooring lines. Start with the dock on the left and deal with any knights that get in your way. While they're busy with you, the rest of us will go around to the right and board Nereid's Song. We'll take care of the crew.
Cut the mooring lines. Got it?
Once you've cut all 3 mooring lines, climb aboard. We'll do the rest. And don't pull your punches with those Ascendant-ordered bastards. I lost a lot of good sailors when the Spearhead went down in their storm. Get ready, all of you. Once things begin, we'll need to move fast.
Alright, let's do it! First one's down. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
That's our signal.
Move, move,
To the
move.
ship, everyone.
Alright, let's finish this. They're all on board. Why don't I just climb this? Hey, Casca.
You need to cut all 3 mooring lines. Check both the port and the starboard sides, then get...
Oh, okay. I missed one. Ah, but there's a chest here. Come on, I can't just leave the chest. I know we're in a rush and everything. Anyone played Elder Scrolls Oblivion? Do you remember the lockpicking in that? I'm playing through Oblivion on twitch.tv/GameolioDan at the moment. And man, I'm having a tough time with that, with picking the locks there.
Aye. Give the word, friend, and we'll set sail. Nereid's Song is ours, Lady Arabelle.
Excellent. Set course for All Flags Islet. There's no time to waste.
No time to waste, let's go, go, go. We have arrived.
The attack's already begun. We'll have to fight our way into the castle. Lead the way.
I'll lead.
Sides here. Jakan too. Our captains can hold the dock.
Casca's down there. Alright, here we go.
To the door! The Ascendant Order is breaking in!
It's just us, Valencia. Stand down.
Oh, Lady Arabelle, the Order is attacking the castle!
Yes, dear, we saw. But where are the Alliance leaders? Friend, let's talk. I wanted to get the Alliance leaders safely behind the wards in Memorial Hall. Or perhaps even spirit them away on the ship. But I doubt we'd succeed at that trick a second time. You need to find the leaders and get them to Memorial Hall.
Tell me about Memorial Hall.
Another relic of the All Flags Navy and the site of the peace talks. The Mages Guild casts protective wards around the hall to ensure the safety of the delegates. They should hold for a time. Take this medallion. You can't enter the hall without it.
While I locate the Alliance leaders, what will you be doing?
Defending the castle as best we can. We need to hold back the Ascendant Order as long as possible until Lord Bakara arrives with help. If the Magus gets past us, you must protect the Alliance leaders. We'll buy you all the time we can. We need to protect the Alliance leaders. Where are they?
Scattered, I'm afraid. Queen Irene was with us, but there was a great rumble and screams from below. She ran to help.
Go, my dear. Make sure Queen Irene gets to Memorial Hall. Jakan, help me sort things out here. We must hold the castle until help arrives.
Let's go.
These beasts and the Order's druid allies threaten everyone in the castle. They must not get by us.
It's Queen Irene?
There are none left to stand against us.
Brace yourself. This shield will not with a license so long as you hold it. Good. Now, release the energy back at them.
Wow.
The Ascendant Order will tear this place down to get to us. We're sitting ducks in here. Ascendant Order ships in the loch, rogue knights and their druid allies inside the castle. They may have the numbers, but I say let them come. Together we will make them pay dearly for their victory.
We need to get you and the other leaders to Memorial Hall. The wards there can protect us.
As glorious as a fight to the death would be, I suppose I should try to survive. My subjects need me. But the others went in search of their own battles. Prince Ernskar headed up to the battlements. Track him down while I clear a path to the hall.
I'll find Prince Ernskar and I'll meet you at the Memorial Hall.
Find Ernskar. Then look for Emmerich. He said something about dealing with the storm. We will gather at Memorial Hall, but understand this. I have no intention of hiding behind wards while others die to protect me. This queen fights her own battles.
Let's go.
The stories I've heard about Queen Irene are incredible. I wonder if even half of them are true.
Those
Good.
stairs lead up to the battlements and Ernskar. I'll clear a path to the hall.
Okay. Let's get Ember out. Come on, Ember. I'm waving my axe around.
Magic cat,
Magic cat ready for business.
You're dangerous, huh?
These Ascendant Order rats just keep climbing up. Help me dispatch them. That next ship reaches the dock will be overrun. We have to do something. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. That ship approaching the pier is full of Ascendant Order reinforcements. We need to do something.
You and the other leaders need to retreat to Memorial Hall.
Not while we're all that stands between victory and death. If I abandon the battlements now, we'll be caught like wolves in a trap. I need you to deal with the vermin scaling the walls, while I prepare the ballista to attack that approaching ship.
Alright, I'll take care of the Ascendant Order Knights assaulting the battlements.
Good. Then I can use this ballista to destroy that ship. Just get down to the dock and keep these rats at bay long enough for me to smash those reinforcements out of the water. Then we can fall back to the hall.
What about High King Emmerich? Have you seen him?
He went down to the courtyard to deal with the Elder Tide druids. Can you believe they allied with the Ascendant Order? They're feeding this storm. You should help him. After you help me. All I need is a moment to clearly align the ballista.
Then let's do this.
The door at the south end leads down to the dock. Keep them from scaling the walls, and I'll put this siege weapon to good use.
Alright, Ernskar's gonna get ready. Let's clear it up. Take him out. Oh.
Eastern gate. Help him while I head to the hall.
All right, nice. Nice work.
These evil druids are feeding the storm. Disrupt their ritual, friend. Now it's a fair fight. Victory is ours, friend, but we shouldn't linger too long. We need a solid plan. Well fought, friend. If you're here, Lady Arabelle must be nearby. Now what does she have up her sleeve? If I've learned anything in my long association with Lady Arabelle, it's that she always has a plan in the works.
Lady Arabelle wants me to get you and the others to Memorial Hall.
Ah yes, the protected hall. I thought Lady Arabelle's arrangements were overly cautious. Events, however, reveal the wisdom of her actions. As much as I dislike hiding, we must deny our enemies an easy victory. Do you have an invitation medallion?
I do. Lady Arabelle gave me hers.
Then we should make use of the defenses she prepared. I'm sure she plans to launch a counterattack just like she did during Rance's siege of Wayrest. Why, never mind. A tale for another time. The door to the hall is on the south wall.
Let's go.
More enemies approach.
Quickly, into the hall.
Use your medallion. It's the only way past the wards. As much as this galls us, this is the prudent course. The Ascendant Order can't breach.
You think yourselves safe? I will bring this castle down on top of you.
So much better than reading.
To arms.
Hiding in your hole, and it shall be your tomb.
We can't stay here. He's trying to topple the castle.
I've just about had it with this Ascendant Magus. To the courtyard. Friend, join me.
And we'll take the battlements.
All right. Oh, there he is.
The so-called leaders of the Veiled Alliance. Prepare to fall to the Ascendant Order!
Let's get him. that? What was that? Oh, crap.
Hold on, friend. I've got something for that beast. All right, it's loading. Show me what to target, and I'll make it count.
There you go. Take him out. Whoa.
Try to spell out.
Time to end this. I call upon the strength of the mountains.
He's conjuring something big. Ward yourself with my magic. Good. Now, release the energy back at them.
Energy time. Right. Watch out, Ember.
Amazing! Look at you go!
No, I can't fail now.
The storm's growing stronger. We have to stop him.
Trying.
More beasts. I'll deal with them.
He's drawing in too much power, but you and Emmerich together can beat him. Help Emmerich.
I feel like I smell strong.
Now, get close to the Magus and brace yourself.
This had better work, I read.
Now, release the energy back at him.
I may fall, but the Ascendant Lord will still triumph.
The Magus falls and his minions scatter. Cowards!
We cut down the Magus, but the Lord is still out there somewhere.
The Magus has fallen. We will deliver the same fate to his lord.
Our friend here made this victory possible.
Indeed. And they got us to work together. Amazing. Now let's go find Lady Arabelle.
Yes. Let's do that. Alright, we got the Magus down. Lady Arabelle?
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat? I admit I feared all was lost, as more of those rogue knights pressed onto shore. Then the castle's siege weapons unloaded on their ships, and the dark storm suddenly abated. Tell me, what actually happened in Memorial Hall?
The leaders and I defeated the Ascendant Magus. We used the siege weapons and stopped the storm.
I knew you were special the moment I saw you, my dear. The Ascendant Magus hoped to topple thrones, yet instead his threat brought the Alliance leaders together. And you showed them peace is worth fighting for. Take this with my deepest thanks. Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned, but the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have before. A reason for the Alliance leaders to cooperate. Can I ask one more favor of you, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Lord Bacaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can stop mustering a counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to you, Count Damar's plan to decapitate the Alliances has failed. The leaders are safe and back to their usual bickering.
What about the Ascendant Lord? Isn't he still a threat?
I suspect Count Damar's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives us a chance to salvage the peace talks. Bring the news to Lord Bacaro, then meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
I'll go speak with Lord Bacaro.
Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
Did any of Lord Bacaro's reinforcements ever reach All Flags Islet?
No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go tell him he can stop. The threat is over for now.
What happens to the delegates now?
While the conference site is repaired, I'll secure them in Gonfalon Bay. The captains and Koska can watch over the Royals and Valencia, and we'll have time to send for a new Fighters Guild delegate. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did.
Didn't you think we were going to defeat the Ascendant Order at All Flags Islet?
That's a difficult question. I knew we had to try. Actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. Lord Bacaro trusted me to protect the conference, and I let him down. The Ascendant Order was one step ahead of me all along. I've never failed like this before.
Why do you think you failed?
I didn't notice how powerful the Ascendant Order had become, and I should have sniffed out Count de Maud's treachery. The clues were there. Wealth, grievances, arcane skill. Thanks to you, we salvaged the situation. And I can learn from my mistakes.
And what happened to the Ascendant Order ships?
Like Prince Ernskar, I had Captain Suso commandeer a siege engine. That sent a few of their ships to the bottom. Then when the shaking stopped and the storm clouds parted, the remaining vessels fled. After you defeated the Magus, I suppose.
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
It must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Aminos.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Raise a hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Thank you, Zaji.
Where's Zaji?
Zaji cares. Can we go home now?
Zaji raises his hand.
Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now where did we leave that scow we stole?
What? Did no one tie up the ship before we ran into battle?
What? Where's our ship? What happened? Oh, I wanted to see Zaji raise his hand. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna go to Steadfast Manor. Well, we got an easy way of getting there. There's a way shroud right here. All the way back to Gonfalon Bay. Well, all the way back to Gonfalon Bay. And then back to the manor.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Oh good, you're here. Have you recovered from your battle with the Ascendant Magus? Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I went to the wrong place. Steadfast Manor, not Mandra. All these manors. Oh, okay. Steadfast Manor. Right, over here. We probably could have taken that boat that was there, right? There was a little rowboat there. Would have been a quick way back. Alright, not to be worried too much. It's really not that far away at all. Mandrake Manor, Steadfast Manor. All the manors. Oh, hang on. Where's... what? This is Steadfast Manor, right? Oh, round the back, okay. Lord Bacaro.
Lady Arabelle's associate. What news do you bring me? I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have news from Lady Arabelle?
Yes. The delegates are safe, the Ascendant Magus is dead, and All Flags, our castle, is secure.
That's excellent news. My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now?
Lady Arabelle has secured them in Gonfalon Bay.
Of course. All Flags Castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though.
What sort of celebration?
Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flags Castle. Inform Lady Arabelle. We'll gather at Gonfalon Palace to celebrate your courage and the safety of the delegates.
I'll tell Lady Arabelle about your plans.
How often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though, did the Ascendant Magus inadvertently help us by attacking the royals? We shall see. Go, tell Arabelle. She'll make the arrangements.
The Ascendant Magus was Count Damar de Fort.
Damar de Fort? Astonishing! I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him?
Why are you so interested in what I may have learned about him? Have I uncovered his true identity? Lord Bacaro? Maybe. He ordered the Magus to attack All Flags Islet, but we never saw him at the castle.
Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. I imagine he's in hiding, fearing exposure and seeking a way to rebuild his forces. I suspect the Lord will remain in the shadows for now. Stay vigilant. Inform me if you learn anything more.
High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar fought together against the Ascendant Magus.
Did they now? I can't wait to hear the entire story. I am surprised they didn't make use of the wards protecting Memorial Hall, though. We prepared the site to keep the delegates safe throughout the peace talks.
The Ascendant Magus's magic broke through the wards. He almost toppled the entire castle.
Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents that permeate the islands. A reckless use of magic, with little regard for consequences. Where did he learn that, I wonder?
I wonder. Okay, to Mandrake Manor this time. Not Steadfast Manor. I still like that pool. I think that's an awesome pool. But, that's not the point. We need to go back to Mandrake Manor. So let's do that.
Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.
It's party time. Straight to the tiles.
Welcome, my dear. What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor? Were you able to meet with Lord Bacaro, dear? What did he say when you told him about our victory?
Lord Bacaro wants to hold a celebration at Gonfalon Palace. He wants you to make the arrangements.
An excellent idea. Lord Bacaro knows it's vital to bring the delegates back to the table. After recent events, their faith in diplomacy might well be suspect. But a party, that's something they can all agree on. Can I impose on you again, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Tell the delegates Lord Bacaro dearly hopes they can attend a gathering at Gonfalon Palace. If anyone hesitates, use your charms to convince them to join us. Meanwhile, I'll throw something together. Meet me at Gonfalon Palace when you're done.
Where can I find the Alliance leaders?
Royals, no concern for their own safety. They each went off in search of a diversion. High King Emmerich to the temple, Queen Irene to stroll the harbor, and Prince Ernskar to the inn. I asked the Sisters' Guard to keep an eye on them, discreetly.
All right. I'll go and have a chat. So, Emmerich should be just here then. The Temple of the Winds.
Magus Slayer! To what do I owe this pleasure?
Magus Slayer?
Did you hear that the Great Shackle
Have
was
I thanked
destroyed?
you yet for all you've done? Not just for the alliances and Lady Arabelle, but For me personally? No? Well, thank you, my friend. I don't know many people who could have beaten the Ascendant Magus. But what brings you to the temple?
Lord Bacaro has invited you to attend a celebration.
Another royal function. I'm getting tired of those ghastly affairs in most cases. I was just considering heading home. Queen Maria must be missing me terribly. Unless... is the celebration in my honor? It's bad form to refuse such parties.
Sure. Well, for you and the other Alliance leaders, it will be held at Gonfalon Palace.
Iren and Ernskar? Well, I can't allow them to attend and not show up myself. And I guess I do owe them something of a debt, too. They did help us on Amanos and at All Flags Castle. All right, I'll attend Lord Bacaro's celebration.
I'll see you at Gonfalon Palace.
It seems I'll need to pay more attention to the Sisters Archipelago in the future. My negligence allowed treason to fester and bloom unchecked. That changes now. But enough grim talk. We must celebrate. I will see you at Lord Bacaro's gathering.
Since we learned that the Ascendant Magus is Count Damard, will you punish House de Fort?
I will need to treat that situation delicately. Until I can prove one way or another that Duchess Elea was truly ignorant of her brother's plot, I can't in good conscience reprimand the entire house. Still, I don't take treason lightly.
Well, at least Count Damard can't threaten you again.
No, but we didn't exterminate all of those Order bastards, and their so-called Ascendant Lord is still loose. I have no doubt his rogue knights will rise against us again. I'll withhold judgment on the Duforts until my daggers investigate, though.
Alright, let's go see... whoever's closest, I guess. Prince Ernskar. Ernskar at the inn. Oh no, don't tell me he's with Rigget. Don't know, don't tell me those two have gotten together. Rigget here at all? I hope not. The prince is probably up halfway through a whole bunch of skooma.
Well met, friend.
No?
Come have a drink with me.
Good.
After the battles we endured, I was hoping to find a celebration. Unfortunately, this inn is as dead as the elk served at the Skull King's table. Have you come to drink with me, perhaps, my friend?
Not specifically. But Lord Bacaro has invited you to attend a celebration.
Well, that's a welcome bit of news. Even a party full of royals and nobles has got to be better than this place. Wait, will Emmerich and Iren be in attendance? If they decline the invitation, I probably should as well.
Queen Iren and High King Emmerich both pledged to attend the celebration at Gonfalon Palace. Kind of lying about Queen Iren, seeing as I haven't asked her yet, but I'm sure she'll come along.
And it seems I have no other choice. I will attend Lord Bacaro's celebration, and if the festivities evolve into more serious conversations, perhaps I will even listen. I'll see you there, my friend.
See you at Gonfalon Palace?
Wait until the Skull King hears what he missed. Raging storms, a deadly jungle, a battle against near-hopeless odds at an ancient castle. My father is going to kick himself. Well, maybe not about the storms. He gets sick at sea.
You really think Joran the Skull King will be disappointed he wasn't here for all of this?
Absolutely. He was an adventuring bard before he took the throne of Eastern Skyrim. He's not as ancient as Emmerich, and that old lion enjoyed himself, when we weren't almost dying, at least. I'll send a report to my father. Tell him all about it.
So you plan to stick around and wait for the peace talks to resume?
As long as nothing else out of the ordinary happens, I'll stay. At least for a while. The weather here on High Isle is so much nicer than what we have in Windhelm. I can do without the cold and the snow for a little longer.
Alright, buddy, let's go find Queen Iren. She was going for a stroll?
to race?
Enver. Where are you, Queen Irene? On the other side?
What is it?
Oh no, she's not playing Tales of Tribute. Is she? Oh, she's down by the beach. Okay.
Hello, friend. Looking for me?
I am, in fact.
I've always loved the sea. Comes from growing up on Somerset, I suppose. But what can I do for you, my friend? Don't tell me there are more rogue knights threatening High Isle.
Oh, not at the moment. Lord Bacaro has invited you to attend a celebration.
A party? Just another excuse to get me and Emmerich in the same room. Oh, very well. If we could face unprecedented danger together, we can probably survive sharing a few drinks and some food. And where will this gala event be held?
Celebrations being held at Gonfalon Bay Palace.
That's probably for the best. It's close by. And All Flags Castle was quite a mess after the battle with the Ascendant Magus. It will take Lord Bacaro considerable effort if he plans to make it ready for the conference again.
Oh, sorry, Queen. I was just watching this guy and wondering what he was up to. I'll see you at Gonfalon Palace.
Most of the belongings I brought along were lost when the Perfect Pounce sank into the sea. I wonder if I can find any suitable attire on this island. Breton tastes leave something to be desired. What am I thinking? This outfit is perfectly fine.
It's fine. Did you talk with High King Emmerich and Prince Ernskar before the attack on All Flags Islet?
We did not discuss peace, if that's what you're asking. We disagree on important issues, which is why diplomacy usually begins with social occasions. Banquets, balls, hunts, and the like. Rarely do they involve fighting for your life, though.
What did you talk about then?
We regaled each other with tales of how we survived the shipwrecks and our adventures on Amanos. I believed Emmerich was past his prime, no longer the great hero. And Ernskar struck me as young and brash. I now have a different perspective.
Alright, Irene. What are you doing, Rug Dothmog?
Good fish around these parts if you've got the patience to wait for them. Waters are fairly temperate, so there's a lot of variety. And if you can't eat it, you can sell it.
Oh, good luck on that, buddy. Alright. Just spearfishing. Do a bit of spearfishing. Meet Lady Arabelle in Gonfalon Palace. Yeah, we did go to the palace, didn't we? Like right at the beginning, perhaps. I'm sure we went there. At least once. I'll find out in a second. Law book discovered. This way.
Hey, good looking. Got a moment?
Easy, fella.
Lord Bacaro may have proclaimed that this was a celebration for the Alliance leaders, but everyone came out to see the hero who saved All Flags Castle. I'm impressed how fast the word got around, even if I may have had something to do with that.
Is something else on your mind, Jakan?
Just wanted you to know. I worked it out with Lady Arabelle. She considers my debt to her paid in full. I think she may have confused me with you, but I'll take it any way I can get it. So go in and enjoy the party. I'm sure I'll see you around.
You were a part of this. It's your celebration too.
I put on a few disguises, sure. And I'm glad everyone's safe, but all this hero stuff gives me a rash. I'm not supposed to attract so much attention. Anyway, Lady Arabelle wants a word with you before she starts the main event. She's waiting inside.
Good luck, Jakan. I'll go speak with Lady Arabelle. Oh, there's Isabel. Captain Jamila.
Not my finest work, but I think this venue will do.
High King Emmerich. Irene. Casca. Prince Ernskar. Valencia. Zaji, Colleen, Riggett the Brash is here. Duchess Solaire de Fort. Oh, we got the night guy at the back, Sir Rayan. He's still rocking that hat. Marilyn Barthel, one of the last quests that we did. Okay. Oh, and there's is that Stibbo? Stibbo and Lady Laurent. Okay, let's go up top. Lady Arabelle.
I see you convinced our royal guests to come to our little gathering. Well done, dear. Now for the tricky part. Persuading them to stay for Lord Baccaro's talks. After so many perils, I suppose I couldn't blame them if they decided to leave.
The Alliance leaders agreed to attend the party, and I think they'll stay for the peace talks.
Excellent, dear. You saved Emmerich and the others from the Ascendant Order and ended the threat of the Magus. Plus, you salvaged the talks and restored the hope for peace. Take this. This is your day as much as anyone's. I have to address the crowd. We're here to celebrate the coming together of 3 great leaders, and to show our appreciation for a hero who saved the delegates and kept our hopes for peace alive. On behalf of Lord Baccaro and the Society of the Steadfast, I ask our honored guests to enjoy the celebration.
The Old Mary Dominion thanks our hero and promises to participate when the talks resume.
The Ebonheart Pact wholeheartedly agrees.
As does the Daggerfall Covenant. 3 cheers for our hero and for Lord Baccaro!
Well said, High King, and well said, Queen and Prince. Let the celebration begin.
Right. Well, I probably should have a chat to everybody. I'll leave Lady Arabelle to last.
We have taken the first step on a long journey. Still, no one ever reaches their destination without taking that step. I owe you a debt, friend. Because of you, there's still a chance for peace. I promise to take full advantage of this opportunity.
When will the peace talks begin?
That depends on how fast I can get workers out to rebuild All Flags Castle and restore Memorial Hall. And I need to send word to the Mages Guild. Valencia alone can't replace the wards. There's also a new Fighters Guild delegate to consider.
Can you keep the Alliance leaders here until everything is ready?
I'm certainly going to try. We've all accomplished too much to let the talks just fade away like a mist in the morning sun. You showed them they can work together. We can build upon that, provided I can get them to stay until we're ready to begin.
Now, I see that Isabel's there, and I've got Ember with me, so I might just get Miri out, and maybe Ember will just magically appear down there. Or join the rest of them. Oh, there she is. There's Ember at the back.
Ready when you are.
Hey, Miri. It's been a while. How you going?
Something you need to discuss?
No, it's all cool. Join the celebration, walk around with me. Let's have a chat to everybody. Riggett the Brash.
Yes, this friend. I had no idea you were a large diplomat too. Prince Ernskar says you saved the peace talks by saving his life. Twice! That is very strong diplomacy. I wish I had thought of that.
How's the cultural exchange going, Riggett?
Oh, very good. Tanilan and Ulganar said my diplomacy was so strong, they didn't need to be diplomatized anymore. They told me I could go commit diplomacy on new people and make more friends.
And who else did you commit diplomacy against?
Everybody in town. Sailors, merchants, fishmongers, dock workers, beggars, anyone I could catch. People like you when you buy them drinks. Although, I'm not really sure how that helps Ebonheart Pact.
Diplomatize the entire town, didn't ya? Marilyn.
I don't want to help people just to make them grateful to me, but if these are the sort of parties adventurers get to attend, I definitely won't complain.
What are you still doing here?
Where better to find a ship than in Gonfalon Bay? I'll get passage on one of them. Until then, I'm helping people.
You're helping people?
Yes. I started by singing rats off a galley. It's a small start, but now folks are coming to me with their problems. I'm making a name for myself. It may not be much yet, but I crafted it myself. And it's my name, not my father's.
And what will you do now?
Me? I'm going to enjoy myself. Maybe try some new foods. It's nice being at a party and not having to worry about being called on to perform. After that, I'm going to battle monsters, solve real problems, like you.
Oh, good luck with that, Marilyn. Duchess Celia de Fort.
I've been told that my brother met his end at your hands during his reckless attack on All Flags Castle. If only I had seen through his scheme sooner, perhaps he might have been saved. But I suspect he gave you no choice. That was so his way.
Count Damard wanted to kill the Alliance leaders.
When my brother fixed his mind on a goal, he did not allow anything or anyone to get in his way. We were never close, but our relationship only worsened after I accepted our father's title. And now he's left our house on the brink of ruin.
The brink of ruin?
The High King says he does not hold me responsible for Damard's misdeeds. But the ships that attacked All Flags Castle were built into fort yards, and many of our knights fought under Ascended helms. Our honor is irreparably stained.
Sorayan?
I might slip out the back now that the talking is done. Even as a squire, I wasn't much for glad-handing.
Did you get Dame Maddock back safely?
I did. The Order of the Albatross welcomed her home. She's been interred in a crypt reserved for knights that died on errantry. I've visited her a few times. She has a nice spot.
And you're officially a knight now?
I am. Sir LaFleury was very impressed with my tale. As he put it, who am I to stand in the way of the unstoppable Dame Maddock? I'm still not used to the title, but I'll get there.
Do you have any plans for the future?
I think I'll spend some time working with the knights at Castle Navir. Get my sea legs under me, so to speak. The Knight Commander is already muttering about having me take on a squire. So I expect it'll be back into the breach soon enough.
See you soon, Sir Ryan. Or maybe not soon, I just added that in there, but maybe we will. Who else we got? Steve-O. Oh, Captain Suzu, let's talk to you.
When Kamal's Bane foundered on the rocks of Aminos Passage, I could not imagine this hour would come. Yet now, the hardest work of all begins. Well, after the hard work of restoring All Flags Castle is finished, then the hardest work begins.
Is there any hope of salvaging Kamal's Bane?
Sadly, no. She will never sail again. But several Ascendant Order vessels were abandoned after the fight at All Flags Islet. Since the Order wrecked my ship, I hope to claim one of theirs for compensation.
And what will you do then?
I recrew and refit here in Gonfalon Bay. I do not know how long Prince Ernskar plans to stay, but it would be my honor to return him safely home when the time comes. Until then, I promised Lady Arabelle I would help protect all the delegates.
We'll get to Lady Clarice and Stibbins over there in the back in a moment.
I feel a little out of my depth here. So much trouble came from the medallions I prepared, and then the magical wards I helped raise at Memorial Hall failed to stop the Magus. Now I'm supposed to turn my efforts to diplomacy?
What worries you, Valencia?
I am no diplomat. Up to now, my task has been to support Lord Bacaro and Lady Arabelle with my magic. I understood what they needed and how to craft it for them, but I know nothing about negotiating. I don't understand why the Guild has sent me.
The Mages Guild must believe you can do the job.
There are other mages with more experience, such as Barnes Galarian or anyone. They would be better negotiators. That's the point, isn't it? My role here isn't to negotiate, it's to speak honestly and keep an open mind. That I can do.
Keep on doing it. Little fella, Captain Zaji.
After a shipwreck, imprisonment, and dangerous battles, Zaji has earned a little time to relax. And perhaps some recognition for his bravery and skill, yes? Zaji is the hero of the day. After you, of course. A drink in your honor!
And what's next for Captain Zaji?
Long sunny days and tender nights, filled with song, drink, and love. Or so Zaji hopes. Since Queen Irene has no one else to look after her in these islands, Zaji hereby appoints himself the task of catering to her every need.
Don't you have to work? There's some work to do on the perfect pounce too?
That is a task better left in Cascar's claws. Who will look after Queen Irene if not Zaji? And Lady Arabelle insisted we help guard the delegate anyway, so what is this one to do? Zaji can only hope his devotion is rewarded.
Where is Razumdar? Razumdar should be here right now. Casca?
Good thing I didn't eat you on that Aminos beach, Walker. This all would have been a lot harder without you. And no, I don't really eat people. That's just Sinshrat humor, as far as you know.
What? What will you do next, Casca?
That depends on Queen Irene. We're staying in Gonfalon Bay as long as she is, but that suits me fine. We've got a new ship and a new crew to break in, and I'll be keeping an eye on Zaji, as always.
As always? Captain Colleen?
Nothing can replace the spearhead or the crewmates I lost when she went down. But seeing the High King and all these other people alive and well goes a long way toward making things right. Well, that and Nereid's song, I suppose.
What's next for you, Captain Colleen?
I'm not going anywhere until High King Emmerich finishes up what he came here to do. That's fine with me, though. It'll give me time to sign on a crew and put Nereid's song in proper shape.
You plan to keep Nereid's song?
Lady Arabelle insisted, and the Duchess doesn't seem opposed. Still haven't decided whether to rename her. There's a lot of luck tied up in a ship's name. Oh, and while I'm here, I agreed to protect the delegates. I could use the extra gold.
Druid Audrain?
Well done, my friend. What you accomplished here, what you prevented. We all owe you so much more than our thanks and well wishes. If there's anything you ever need from the Stone Lore Circle, you only need to ask.
Have things gone back to normal at Stone Lore Grove?
More or less. Nature has a way of doing the unexpected, but that's part of its grandeur. The spirit of the Grove has become more of a partner than a tool, and I am glad of that. You helped make that possible. The Circle will never forget that.
And what about the volcano? Have the druids determined how to render it dormant yet?
No, not yet. It's like the very rock refuses to talk to us, and we're the Stone Lore druids. I've been busy getting the Grove settled, but I think I'll offer to help with the investigation into the lava vents and the volcano. It's the least I can do.
Mender Roslin.
Quite an honor you've received from these esteemed figures. I feel confident they only know a small portion of your heroics. If these discussions succeed, we could soon see this war end. No more lives thrown away in the pursuit of power.
How are things at Steadfast Manor?
Returning to normal thanks to you. The symptoms of Viralane's experiments have faded from our patients. Now they can focus on the conditions that originally brought them to me. That will be its own struggle, but one we're trained for.
Will you stay at the manor?
Oh, of course. As long as this horrible war rages, I will help heal the injured. And I believe in Lord Baccaro's dream. Learning about the lives of our enemies offers the best path to peace.
Captain Jamila.
So, when not busy fighting pirates, I guess you're off saving royalty. Perhaps you just travel where the winds blow. Everyone here owes you a great debt, especially myself. The Prowler remains safe and ready to serve the Dominion.
Where will you go next?
Wherever I please. That's the joy of the sailing life. we have a few jobs lined up. Sailors must eat after all. But I think we can afford some shore leave. And Queen Irene asked to talk later. I sense more dangerous cargo in the near future.
Was Zablan not invited to come here?
Ugh, I asked that sour cat to come and thank you. But he turned me down. Something about needing to count the crates another time. He never stops working, that one. But I know for a certainty that he's grateful for everything you've done.
Jakan? Let's talk to Ember at the back there.
What a party! Lots of fancy people here. I've got to be on my best behavior. I promise not to pick anyone's pocket or anything. This is your big day. I'm not going to get in the way of that. Unless you want to see what's in Emmerich's pockets.
You've been bragging about knowing me?
Of course! Some people seem skeptical that the same person who rescued the Alliance leaders and killed the Ascendant Magus also chased down sheep magic to look like people. But that's part of the fun. Now go celebrate! You've earned it.
Alright. Jakan?
You made quite an impression, my friend. Too bad for you. Now all the important people know who to call when they need something done. You'll never have a moment's rest, you poor bastard.
Are you really leaving, Jakan?
I really am. But you know me. I lay low and some sort of trouble still finds me. I'm like one of those lodestones, I guess.
So, no more jobs for Lady Arabelle?
Don't get me wrong. Lady A is great, and she pays well. But I need to draw the line at acting respectable. Of being all heroic. I'm a thief. I've got an image to think of. But I'll never say never. Do that, and fate intervenes.
Good luck there, Jackie boy. What was that? Isabel.
I'm going to stick right here by the Knight Commander. At least if I stand here and keep my mouth shut, I can't embarrass myself any further.
Do you want me to introduce you?
What? No. Nope. I'm good here. I tried to introduce myself to High King Emmerich when the commander spoke to him, and I kind of forgot my own name. So, if I try that again, I think I'll die of shame.
Are you enjoying the party?
Other than putting my boots squarely in my mouth, you mean? Yes, I'm having a lovely time. Have you had any of those little finger sandwiches? And Jakarn has tried to hit on me no less than 3 times. I don't have the heart to tell him.
You have a good time, Isabel. Oh, it's another player. Okay. Let's talk to Lady Clarice Laurent.
As much as I enjoy a party, I still have work to do back on All Flags. And poor Stibbins isn't a spring rooster. All this excitement does terrible things to his already fragile constitution. If we disappear, do give our regards to Lady Arabelle.
Any lingering effects related to that curse I saved you from?
Oh, if you don't mind, I'd rather not recall that dreadful experience. You have no idea what it's like to have a foul-mouthed, libidinous sea captain inside your head. Although, I must say the feelings he left me with were rather enticing.
So what's next for you and Stibbins?
I still have a few last things to take care of on All Flags Islet before the peace talks can proceed. After that, who can say? I go where I'm needed, and Stibbins follows faithfully in my wake. Someone must carry my personals, after all.
Someone as famous and in demand as you must have a lot of options.
Well, that goes without saying. I am Tamriel's most celebrated treasure hunter and author, after all. I may stick around for the peace talks. Or I heard about some strange happenings in the Telvanni Peninsula. Or Hammerfell. I haven't been there in ages.
Strange happenings in the Telvanni Peninsula? That's interesting. Is that a hint? Because you're always wherever the next expansion is. Telvanni Peninsula. Stibbins.
Well, that was quite something to see. I envy your life of adventure and daring do, my friend. Sometimes I imagine striking out with nothing but a sword and a good pair of boots. But what would become of Lady Laurent? She'd be lost without me.
You have feelings for Lady Laurent, don't you, Stibbins?
What? Well, yes, everyone does. She's a fine and noble woman. quite personable. When she isn't calling for tea or ordering me to do some fool thing or other. But I do not appreciate what you are implying, my friend.
I meant no offense, Stibbons. But what happened after the curse was lifted on All Flags Islet?
After the... You saw? Well, nothing happened. Not really. Nothing I want to discuss, anyway. Lady Laurent wasn't herself. She was still caught up on the stifled emotions of a sea captain who had been alone for... Oh, must we talk about this?
Sorry. So what's next for Lady Laurent's faithful manservant?
Nothing too exciting. I have lists to make, crates to pack, and Lady Laurent's collection of combs, brushes, and reach fetishes won't sort themselves. I'm sure we'll see you again. Milady appreciates your help, even if she doesn't say so.
I'm absolutely certain that we'll see each other again. Alright, so we've talked to everybody here. Let's have a chat to Queen Irene.
I think I can bear this Breton paradise a little longer. Consider it my way of acknowledging everything you did for us. For me. If you could go out of your way to save 3 foolish royals, then I can try to find common ground with my enemies.
Do you think there's a chance these peace talks will succeed?
There's always a chance. As long as Lord Bacaro can finalize the necessary arrangements, we have an opportunity to put an end to terrible suffering. What sort of queen would I be if I did not do everything in my power to see this through?
Do you think Prince Ernskar and High King Emmerich feel the same?
I must assume so. Why else would they be here? They are honorable leaders despite our differences and the terrible war we're engaged in. I believe they want what is best for their realms as well as mine. Beyond that, we shall have to wait and see.
We won the day, my friend, and I learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or at least a helpful acquaintance. And if the peace talks do go on, I will do my best to negotiate in good faith.
Do you think these peace talks will succeed?
Who knows? Will ice melt in the cookpot? That's a certainty. But the thoughts that run through the minds of the rulers of Tamriel, those cannot be fathomed by even the most brilliant sage. But I will send word to my father, ask for his advice.
And will you follow it?
Mostly. But he wasn't with us on Amanos or at All Flags Castle. He didn't fight side by side with the lion and the eagle. My father doesn't expect much from these talks. I'm not so sure. If the talks do take place, I'd love to surprise him.
Righto, Prince.
Fighting alongside each other? All well and good. Attending a party together? Sure, with civilized people. But these peace talks? If Lord Bacaro is committed to continuing down this path, I'll follow. I don't hold out much hope, though.
You don't think there's a chance these peace talks will succeed?
What do I look like, a soothsayer? All I know is that peace has powerful enemies. Every day, people tell me that if we press harder, we can make good on the blood and treasure we've spent. Dictate terms from a position of strength. It distresses me.
You don't have to listen to the people who tell you to keep fighting, do you?
I'm afraid I do. If I decide to ignore them and hold my ground, there's no promise Irene and Yoren can do the same. Peace is only possible when everyone sees there's no more to be gained from war. Still, if others are willing to try, so am I.
Oh, I hope it works out. I wonder what that would mean for PvP, though. And battlegrounds and all that stuff. No, anyway, Lady Arabelle?
I knew at the moment I saw you, dear. This one has spirit. This one has the heart of a hero. Not too unlike what Emmerich saw when he first looked at me. You know I appreciate all you've done, my friend. You can call on me for help whenever you need.
What's next for you, Lady Arabelle?
No rest for the weary, dear. I need to help Lord Bacaro restore All Flags Castle for the peace talks, improve security, figure out what other traitors beside Count Damard are lurking about, and of course, I need to keep the delegates safe.
Do you need any more help?
Not right now. The captains and Koska have agreed to help guard the delegates, but the rest is all paperwork and supervision. When the peace talks get underway, I'll send for you. If you're still interested in helping, of course. No pressure, dear.
I could be persuaded.
An excellent answer. I must write that down. I expect that my notes will make an excellent basis for the next Investigator Vale novel. I must send them off to the author at once.
About that, are you the author of the Investigator Vale books or not?
Let's just say the author is a very dear friend of mine. Why, I would even go so far as to admit I know her as well as I know myself. And that is quite positively all I intend to share on this topic. Now go mingle and accept the adoration of the crowd.
Already done that. Alright, well that brings us to the end of this chapter. High Isle is now complete. We've done it all, except for the raid, except for the trial, because I don't have a bunch of people that I can take along with me to do that right now. But it was good. I enjoyed it. What did you think of it? I will be back when the next DLC is available, which I imagine will be the Dungeon DLC. And then we will conclude the Legacy of the Bretons with the final DLC, which will come out at the end of the year. But until then, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the like button. Let a friend know about it, perhaps. Spread it about if you see a place to share this series. And I will see you when we return. Take care, folks. Have a good one. Bye.